I know where we need to go.
Back to the shack.
Welcome back once again to the Shack Smack.
Let's go.
I'm your host, Matt Struve.
Boo.
Alongside me, my co-host, the booing machine over here, Michael Bailey.
Hey, what's going on? God damn it.
Alongside us, we have our, I like always to call him the IT man.
Yeah, he's the IT guy for sure.
But we'll get
At least
some
in our
input
hearts.
from him. It's Derek Wansmus, everyone.
What's up?
Please, 3.
With heavy hearts, we want to announce that Dylan Fisher's kind of like retired or stepped away from the podcast co-hosting. We'll still get him on as a guest once in a while here. But he's just busy with a full-time job now, and it's hard to make time to do these important podcasts.
Yeah, his voice will be missed for sure. His takes on fantasy football and on Struve in particular too.
Yes, we all
solid.
know that.
I'm actually kind of relieved a little bit. I don't have to deal with all that bitching
Especially
and stuff.
the reigning champion will get it out of the way. We don't have to hear about that every single week, so that's
Right.
kind of a benefit, I would
Yeah.
say.
And I can take some extensions, with his jabs to you. Like,
Perfect.
kind of throw a couple there.
Perfect. Fill in the shoes.
Yep.
But yes, congrats, I guess, to start out. This is season 3.
Season 3.
Wow. Did anyone think that this would happen?
I didn't think we'd
think
make
so.
it past the first 2 weeks.
It's episode 1, of course. Thanks for tuning in,
We're
everyone.
back.
Let's go.
Feels so good.
I wanted to start out the season by just real quick just saying, way to go, Dylan Fisher. Yeah, you won another championship. We cannot trade with him, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't say that anymore, Struve. You traded with him, last year, 2 years ago?
I don't know. I think
He
it was
makes
2
the
years
best
ago.
trades. I'm just saying. He makes the best offers.
Oh my
It's
god,
the
I
best
don't want to
offers.
give him any more of a big head than he already has.
It's already sky high.
Just congrats. But we're all really excited for the new season.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas almost. We're recording this on Saturday night, right before tomorrow's Sunday, the big day of all the games. Vikings versus Falcons. Skol.
Goal.
Kind of fuck the pack against the Bears. Man, that was a shitty game.
That was
on
one of the
Thursday.
worst Thursday night openers I've seen in a long time.
Entertaining to me because they didn't do shit.
Nothing. Look good for you, as we'll get to later on.
What's nice about this time of year is we actually have Twins baseball to still think about and talk about.
Yeah. Bruh.
We actually just beat the Cleveland Indians today to have 6.5 up.
Yeah.
So
Playoff
let's
push, baby.
Keep it up.
Mitch
Let's
Garver.
win the division.
The Garv sauce.
Need to win the division here.
We need to.
Most of us can agree with that. I don't think anyone's biased against the Minnesota Twins, really.
I think just some people just don't care about baseball. I think Burb in particular. I've seen some not excitedness about the Twins.
And I'll take just a quick other side note. Fantasy baseball is lots of fun, everyone.
Yes.
Me and Bailey in particular.
Derek Wadsmith, you listen to us
Don't
now.
Turn off that. All right. I just wanted to say that if we wanted to do it next year, we have some openings in our league. Just try it out. It's so much fun. It's almost as good as fantasy football.
It's almost I think it's better to be honest, but I'm biased. I love baseball.
You know the excitement of Sunday football when you're looking at your phone and seeing what's going to happen?
How many days is that per week?
That's only once a week.
But how many days do you get excited for baseball season?
Every
Too
day.
many.
Every goddamn
day.
day. It's so fun.
Just think about it, guys. And that was my little plug for fantasy baseball.
Even ask John Dolan. I think he's
Yeah,
enjoyed
John
this
Dolan
year. He was
even enjoys
never
it.
a believer until this year.
I actually just saw John Nolan and John Pappas. Shout out. We were just in Oregon. It was wonderful. We saw so many amazing sights. It was just a wonderful time. Me and Derek and John Dolan and John Pappas.
And not me.
Not Bailey, though. But I know everyone's been waiting to hear what we think about. I know we have these other rankings now, which is gonna really blow a kind of shot into us. But let's do our rankings.
keep it going. Oh, baby.
So that kind of set things up, I
that got me
think, to
going.
really talk about the dirty. I guess I want to go over just the
draft
rankings in general that
just get
the
over
site
with.
has, just because
I liked it better than our ranking, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would think so. So this is going to be quick because I don't really care too much about these rankings as much.
Wow.
Because ours are the ones that really matter.
It's the ones you care about, really. Right, guys?
But
guys.
for this is the ESPN, which never is right about anything.
It's been like back and forth the entire time we drafted. I've been to 7, I've been to 4.
It is Bezic, Getty, Burb, Bailey, Pappas, Bosty, me, Derek, Dion, Dylan, JD, Paul. And like I said, I wanted to go through that quickly.
I like it.
I mean, a couple of them I think are in the right area, and a couple of them are in the bottom right area. You know what I mean?
The not good area.
The dirty area.
The dirtier area, not really the clean area like we all want to be in. But I guess, do you want me to start? Do I always start out with dirty?
Yeah, always dirty.
All right. So
Dirtiest?
The dirtiest.
Or are you going to do like a countdown from like least dirty to dirtiest?
Well, it's usually... Well, we do the top 3, or the bottom 3.
Bottom
is
3.
The dirtiest.
The dirtiest.
But there's really only one that is the dirtiest.
Right. So I guess we'll count down. So number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10.
In the rankings, it is Sebastian Boyle Mejia.
Oof.
Which is funny because as we were doing these rankings, like, Bossy was right next to us, and I kind of gave that little to Struve, and he knew right away that it was Bossy.
He kind of got a little bit bad luck again, you know.
Yeah, Andrew Luck,
kinda.
Bosty.
And he ends up playing. But
that's what happens in fantasy football, you know. The draft is tough.
I mean, he goes and plays Trubisky, who just looks god awful. I mean, it's not his only quarterback, so.
Thank God. He does have a little bit of Kirk, but man, just not the right play. But
nope.
We'll get to that later.
I really hope that the Packers aren't that good.
At least I hope their defense isn't that good.
Let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about the next dirtiest team that we have in ours, who actually ESPN thinks is the dirtiest.
Yeah, that's true.
But we have you at 11.
We give some more respect, I guess.
Paul, we're talking about you.
No.
It's Paul.
The Antonio Brown drama, which I know we're all sick of.
I'm so tired of this shit. Just be done.
I think we finally know that he's going to be a Patriot.
For like now.
For now.
mean,
I don't
4 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now, who knows?
The drama
like, is he still with his helmet issue even if he moves to another team?
He's
or
past that, I believe. So he doesn't like it, of
there's
course.
too much shit to follow, honestly.
There's been at least like 11 things during this timeline of...
Can we swear on the program?
I just said shit, so
yeah.
I said it
All
again.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Well, if we need to edit it out later, we can.
Always edit it, don't worry about it.
We're good at editing.
Always.
But yeah, sorry, Paul. And I mean, to be honest with you, the rest of the team don't look that hot either.
Yeah. I mean...
You take a big risk on Todd Gurley, man.
Yeah.
I think, like, if he gets, like, 60% of the snaps, you'll be lucky.
And that's not looking good for a top pick kind of guy.
Right.
The usage, the workload.
I love Todd Gurley.
Me too. Oh, yeah, he's a great running back. But, I mean, we'll see how that all translates throughout the first couple weeks. You know, it's always tough to gauge what offenses are like in the first week or so. But there's some risks. Antonio Brown was a risk. Gurley was a risk. But who knows? For now, you're pretty dirty.
Yep. And,
take a bath.
Long one, about a half hour to an hour.
Wow.
Salts. The whole thing.
All right.
Bath bomb, candles. Just treat yourself, man.
I mean, throw out some Toto, like whatever.
Well, that leads up perfectly to our next and the dirtiest.
The dirtiest.
Dirtiest.
Oh.
It is the man from Colorado.
Struve eats man butt.
He's got to fucking change his name. It's John Dolan.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
But
It's a dark place. I know that place. Don't trust me.
He takes a risk on Melvin Gordon. Doesn't pay off for him. Who knows what's going to happen with him? I mean, he could get traded, I guess, and something better could happen.
His wideouts are like, they're good, but they're not like sexy names. I mean, I don't know. It hasn't looked good from the start. I think I'm really glad that I took Kelsey over Gordon because I was really thinking about taking Gordon in that spot. I didn't think he'd follow that spot, so I think it kind of like pressured him into taking Gordon a little bit. Like, okay, he didn't take it. I should probably take him.
Yeah, someone's got to be at that position.
Someone's got to take it. And it was John Dolan.
And he's just foolish enough to do it.
John Dolan, I'm looking at your team right now. I mean, it's a risk with Bell, I still think. I mean, he should be good. Everyone's saying he's good.
But it's not
but it's
the
still,
same situation as
still
Pittsburgh.
different. Still different. I still think it's a risk.
Yeah.
And then your next running back is actually James White right now, which is...
Good in pass catching.
Great catch. Oh, God. But
Nice.
how many weapons does...
It's going to be like... James White has a great week in week 6, and then like everybody else gets their week. It's crazy.
Well, you do have Miles Sanders, who I like, and so you could probably slot him in if need be. I don't think it's the Jordan Howard show, that's for sure.
No, I don't think so
Hot
either.
take. Hot take.
Very hot.
Hot. Fire.
But yeah, sorry, John Dolan, you are the dirtiest this week. It could change next week. Tune in.
Tune in if we do it.
Yeah, we'll see if we'll do it or not.
Like every episode is potentially the last episode.
It really is.
That's what you gotta think of every time.
Depends on our mentality of if we give a fuck or not. Right now we do.
Send money.
What the fuck? See, we can
Oh,
swear.
man.
We have dogs.
Oh god.
Kind of
They're pouring
around
in.
here.
Hey, bud.
Treadway brought over 2 dogs. So there's 4 dogs in the house, and so
Yeah.
it's a little bit
It's nuts.
hectic. But we're okay right now.
We got the bitches.
We're gonna move on to this is kind of like maybe the not so clean or
Man, we haven't really come up with a good name for the middle section.
the middle section is kind of tough to say.
The
but
gray area.
this is still kind of like dirty.
This is like the you haven't showered, but you threw on some deodorant.
There you go.
So maybe you just get out of bed type of deal and just head to work.
And
'Cause you
maybe
showered.
With deodorant.
Yeah.
And maybe with 9,
Showered the night before, like
You could.
early in the night before, and
Yeah.
then you mowed the lawn. You're like, why'd I do this?
Yeah, that's not bad.
And maybe number 9 is like one that like realized they didn't put on deodorant as they got in the car, and they're already like on their way, and they're like finding like loose dryer sheets, and they're just rubbing it on their armpits. Type of like, kind of not totally dirty. It's kind of dirty.
That's 9.
And that's 9.
Let's
And
can't
that
wait
is
till we get to
our
8.
current champion, Dylan Fisher, the ex-co-host.
Ex-co-host, forgotten, don't care, we miss you.
Oh wow.
We miss you so much.
Yeah, I saved it.
Where have you been?
Alright.
Miss him.
Yeah, Dylan, I'm
Great
looking at your
starting
team.
lineup, a lot of nothing.
First off, you tried to fuck with us because you changed everyone off of your
Yeah,
team.
you're a real piece of shit for that.
I do love your 2 wide receivers. Don't get me wrong; it's a great combo, kind of like Burb's team in a way, where you have
Right.
2 like
Studs.
almost elite wide receivers.
Yep.
So
Exactly. An elite quarterback. He's got 2.
he's
but
got
he
2
can only-
elite
He can only use
quarterbacks.
1, though. I don't get that, but go for it.
And then that's kind of Damian Williams could. That's still a risk, I think. Damian
Very,
Williams
very
is
big
risky.
risk now because LaShawn McCoy's there under former head coach Andy Reid. So, I mean, if anything, it's probably a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon gets knocked down to the number 3 spot with Antonio Brown going to the Patriots. So, at first you're like, oh, you got Josh Gordon, motherfucker.
Yeah,
and now it's like, well, they might be the Rams, where they have 3 very talented wide receivers. Or maybe somebody gets out of the fold. It's not going to be Edelman. Probably not going to be Brown.
So that's why, Dylan, I'm sorry, but like I mean, Tariq Cohen lined up in the slot like 60% of the time on Thursday, so I mean, that's something to say about
I just
having
don't
Tariq Cohen.
like your name. insider information just seems pretty boring. Or like one of those things where you just, doesn't work. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Wow, taking shots at the name too.
Insider information, like, okay.
Maybe we'll hear from Dylan next time on the Shack Smack.
Episode 2.
I was thinking we were gonna go to a commercial there, but we'll probably edit that in.
Oh, we should do commercials. Yeah.
I mean, we gotta get people to start paying for this, so we gotta add those commercials.
This is a lot out of my pocket right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Definitely. Next on the chopping block here, I'd probably say he got the deodorant on, but then put on some like dirty clothes accidentally. Didn't really realize it.
Used yesterday's pair of underpants.
Right.
And because he didn't do laundry, like he forgot to do laundry, and that's all he has. So
Yep.
And like one sock that doesn't smell great, but the other one, like, it somehow randomly appeared. And you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I got one.
Like, one of them's fine, but one of them's, like, super crusty. Like, he's been wearing it for 3 days or something like that.
Maybe not 3 days. Maybe you wore it yesterday.
Okay.
And then you're like, I gotta wear it because I don't have any other socks. That's number 8.
And that is the guy that was talking about it this whole time. Derek Watson.
And I'm not wearing any socks.
Perfect.
I feel like the bare feet life is the way to go. Who wears socks anyway?
Fuck off. These socks suck.
Derek, I want to say right away, just you have the best name though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great
Spuds
name. Really
Barkley.
Fun. Spuds Barkley. Mac Barkley. I love it.
Just beautiful.
And I mean, he's also got Buda Baker.
Buda
Baker.
But I really like your running backs. I feel like Marlon Mack is going to take a little bit.
Yeah, he'll probably get a boost out of this.
You think a boost?
Yeah, I think so.
How would you not say that?
The receivers get dropped a little bit. I mean, maybe not T.Y., but everybody else.
This quarterback's not going to have the time. He's going to be dumping this to Marlon. He's going to be handing this
They're
going to
be stacking the box more because they're not worried about for set as much. And I don't know. I feel like
goes up a little bit.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, all right.
Like always. Most times.
But Sony Michel, I think, right now has the job. It's just if he's going to stay healthy and if he can hold off Damian Harris.
Right.
Hot take.
I'm right here.
I think it'll be fine.
But then you go and look at the depth. And right away, I think a name that screams in everyone's
a very early draft
ears.
pick that screams in everyone's
very, very early is Kareem Hunt.
That was one of those when he drafted, and then I remember we all like laughed a little bit, and then Derek like looked our way like, what? And we all were like, you just did what you just did right there.
Yeah. So many drafts that I've done hundreds of those drafts. And I've done a few ESPN.
That was
and he was going in that last round that I picked almost every single time.
But my argument is, do you even take him or do you just go with somebody else?
You go with somebody else.
Go with somebody else.
At that pick,
on
that round, I had one person that I could pick, and all the other were trash. I had positions, my starters lined up right there.
Yeah.
Why not get Kareem Hunt?
Why not go for
who is a top 5 if he was playing?
If he was playing
for the playoffs. For the playoffs.
Yeah. It's Nick Chubb's job.
It is Nick Chubb's job. Nick Chubb's. But that's his workload for 10 weeks.
I think
he's gonna be tired.
Yeah, but he's also been through a year of.
And they're not gonna just not use Kareem Hunt. That is dumb.
They'll use him.
Especially if it's a playoff push.
If it's a 70-30 split, that's not looking good for you. I'll say that. You could have gotten like a breakout guy,
I don't think I could have gotten a breakout guy.
Anybody can be a breakout guy.
Anybody could be a breakout
I don't know.
We can.
That's my logic about it.
All right. Well,
I'm glad it's all cleared up.
Everyone understand it now? Thank you.
I think I look less like an idiot, but
yeah, I'm
still a big old dummy.
Yeah, you're still at 8. Still wearing those dirty socks when you leave.
One of them. And dirty underwear.
Moving right along to number 7. This is kind of a little bit cleaner person. They probably put on clean clothes. Maybe they didn't shower, but they washed their face.
Yeah, they did laundry, but and the clothes smell great. Like, really well done on the laundry part, but yeah,
They didn't
shower.
And this person that never listens to it anyway, but Sam Getty.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, fucker. Yes.
You have...
Cock bitch.
And I think...
Dick fuck.
Okay. More like.
Let's...
I got 3 more.
I like David Johnson. I like Dalvin Cook. I like Diggs. But Evan Ingram could be solid this year.
Could be if Manning is decent.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which I don't know. Sammy Watkins isn't really... he's got a good starting lineup, especially if Galladay, he's the one.
If he's the one.
It could be good. I think he might be ranked a little high. I think they got him really high in the final projections for ESPN, but...
Very high.
Very high.
Too high.
But, he's got a good core, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of wary that, 2 of them are on the same team, so that always kind of scares
Is
me
Diggs
a
going
little.
to play tomorrow?
And is Diggs going to
hope
play?
so.
I don't know.
God, we need him. We need to beat the Falcons to start out the season.
Otherwise, then we go Lambeau.
God, it's almost 12 hours away now, boys. I'm so excited.
Feels good.
Well, Sam Getty, I know you're not listening, so
Yeah, your team's okay.
I'll take a sip of this whiskey.
That ain't whiskey.
Whew.
It's horse jizz.
It's Crown Royal. Crown Royal.
Crown roll.
All right, moving right along.
Toronto.
This one is just outside
I
of
showered.
the dirty.
Or he showered. That person showered.
The person showered.
He
That-
fully
but
showered.
maybe didn't put on deodorant.
Yep,
What?
exactly. They showered, put on clean
we're
clothes.
getting this-
Did the
forgot to
last
put
person
deodorant.
put on deodorant?
Yeah, the last person did.
Okay. So why is
But
this? Why
This
is this?
person didn't
He
shower.
didn't shower. I showered. He showered.
Oh, he didn't shower.
Get with
All
it,
right,
Derek.
all
Follow
right,
it.
fine.
All right.
Still gonna have BO.
I know, but he showered.
He showered, so he's clean right now anyway.
All right.
This is our co-host, Michael Bailey.
Yeah, that's me. That's why I kept saying I.
Michael Bailey always likes to come in because it's our podcast, likes to be pretty cocky about his team when he start things out.
I do. That's very true.
Even when he's got bad luck on his side, every
That's
year.
Also very true. I already lost Lamar Miller.
Already
which,
lost Lamar Miller.
He wasn't going to be my stud guy, but he's a nice flex. It would have been fine to have Lamar Miller. Just like it would have been fine to have Andrew Luck for Bosty. It would have been fine. But, like always, Michael Bailey starts off rough.
And while we're on the subject of your team, I'd like you to explain your name on the podcast.
Yeah, I'd love to,
Yeah.
actually. This is an interlude to one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. It's from the new Tool album.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the setup.
Chocolate Chip Trip leads into the song Tempest. It's a 16-minute song of just full-on amazing guitar. And if anybody has 16 minutes in their life to take this opportunity to listen to one of the best songs I've ever recorded, do it. Chocolate Chip Trip. And I just like the name Chocolate Chip Trip.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got that explanation out. It has nothing to do with his players. So
Yeah, I
glad
just
it's
kind
back
of
in
ruined
your
the
brain.
league there.
What?
With a little bit of a
Let me do my own thing.
not a red card, but a close red card.
me do my own
you almost
thing.
spat on everybody here.
God. So Kelsey's Adam's Apple was better? I didn't have shit.
It's
Passion of the Geist? Maybe.
I'm not
Ooh, I
even on
like
your
that
team right
I
now.
thought about that.
I like
Actually, I was gonna switch it last night, but I like chocolate.
If I think of one here in a little bit, that's what you have to change
It's
your
fine.
name.
I just
But
want
no, it's fine now.
Oh yeah.
But
For
you
now.
have. I felt like a nice core of Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, and Robert Woods. The running backs have yet to be determined, I think, with Josh Jacobs, so we don't really know there. Or
Very
Dice, actually.
right.
So it's very.
Yeah.
It's almost like two rookies in a way because
Yeah.
Geis didn't play at all really last year.
No, he got torn ACL, but he looked good in the preseason. And it looks like it's going to be his job.
Positive
That
tick. I think
preseason.
the reason why you're not below a couple of other people here is I think having Antonio Brown leave Oakland really, Williams' stock probably just
Right?
jumped.
When he was a number one receiver without Keenan Allen back then, he went over 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he was good.
It's possible that he has a pretty good year. And, I'm just setting myself up to get A.J. Green back. He's 31, but he's still A.J. Green. And my receivers are good. My running backs, very questionable.
Right.
But at the time, I didn't really have many options other than, taking these hyped up guys that we've never really seen before and just went for it. Had to do it. It's probably just because I picked Kelsey that I had to switch up everything because you can only go for one tight end in the top 2 rounds, and since he dropped me, I had to switch up every strategy that I had. But
I don't really like how you have an Oakland running back and an Oakland
I don't like it either.
wide receiver.
But it's my best lineup
I know,
right now.
I know.
I'd lost Lamar Miller.
That is a good point. That's a good point, Derek. Thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate
But
that.
that may have changed the ranks. But
But they could be good receivers and running backs. Like, these aren't like ho-hum kind of guys. Like, I hope.
And then I'd probably say,
Carson Wentz could be MVP.
Carson Wentz could be good.
Carson Wentz could also shatter his knee again.
That's also very true.
And Travis Kelce's Travis Kelce. I love Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
So
he's the man.
that's kind of like the reason why Bailey's so high is just because he has Travis Kelce. All right,
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. We just kind of
See what he did?
He didn't have a chance.
And
Right,
they
that
ain't gonna
Bear
have
defense.
much chances this year.
That Bear
Holy
defense
false.
was very.
It's a very good Bears
That Green
defense.
Bay, I know, but Green Bay offense.
And then he does have to go against the Vikings defense next week. So it kind of does start out pretty shitty for me.
Right. Okay. Then number 5, I modestly put myself there, but I could be anywhere, really. I
feel like 9, maybe 8.
I think
could
you should
be
be
2.
8. You switch with me.
10.
Could be 8 or 2.
Maybe 11.
I have
Maybe 12.
a pretty good core with Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Keenan Allen. I really thought the Montgomery not getting that many carries did not look good for me.
Yeah, I think Mike Davis doing some stuff doesn't look good for you either.
But we knew it was going to kind of start out as this core, and then the best running back's going to succeed in it, and it's going to be Montgomery.
How do you know he's a rookie? You don't know that.
He's just athletically better than those guys. So I watched the game, man. He looked better.
You can be athletically better
Yeah.
than someone, but you can't play the games. Well, obviously you can play the game smarter, but just because you're saying he's more athletic doesn't make him a better player.
Mike Davis looked pretty good out there.
He
He looked like he fit out there.
I don't.
It's a 3-back committee. I would be worried about that.
I am a little bit, but I do have Tevin Coleman, who could be really good this year.
Could be. Yeah.
I also have D.D. Westbrook, who could be pretty good.
Foles there, he could be good.
And so, I feel like I have some depth where I don't think I have to be so nervous. I know Godwin is kind of a risk, but I think everyone's on the hype train with him. I think he could make a big step forward and be that second best wide receiver that I need. And
Yeah, just Jameis
I
has
don't know.
to
Watch out.
be there.
Alvin Kamara and Nick Chubb alone, I think, is just kind of scary.
It is scary.
So, I think bottom of the top 5, sure, I'll take it now, but we'll see in a couple weeks.
I think Vance McDonald will probably be top 4 tight ends this year.
Derek's saying it now.
Saying it now, before anything starts. Well, I guess the Bears-Packer game, but
He's really the only thing that bothers me about Coach said that he's not going to play a whole lot more, and so it's that's the only thing that bothers me a little bit about Vance McDonald. But I think there's got to be targets available for him, and so hoping for the best.
It's got to be at least like 200
All right,
targets around.
we're probably going way past time already here.
I don't know.
So we're
Why
gonna
not make it longer this season?
Right, let's drag it on.
So I guess everyone in this top 4 could be debatable, I think, but the next on the list, who I think could be debatable that my team's better as well. the new guy in the group. I guess this is the second year now, so he's not a rook anymore. So we'll just say he's the newest member of the team or of the league.
Yeah.
Dion, we're talking about you. Long-haired.
Fucking freak of nature.
I do love your dog, though.
Me too.
Pickle's the best.
Pickle. Great.
If anyone
Great dog.
sees our Snapchats of a brindle French bulldog, that's Dion and his girlfriend's dog, Pickle, and she's the best.
She's the best. Love Pickle. If only had Pickle over here too, that'd be...
Yeah, I think
fantastic.
that's probably what swayed me for putting you at number 4.
Pickle?
Dion was Pickle.
Just Pickle, not his team.
Not his team,
I gotta
really.
get me a Pickle.
Get rid of Pickle. He's probably like
12,
I don't know,
11.
13.
He's out of the league, to be honest. We're switching.
He just gets kicked out.
Go.
Aaron Jones had a rough day against the Bears. You know, what you going to do there?
But you gotta play him.
He's got Joe Mixon. He's got ODB. He's got Brandon Cooks. Eckler, he just got to, reap the benefits of. Melvin Gordon not playing.
Yeah.
I even like O.J. Howard. He's better than...
He could be a top 5.
Yeah.
This year.
Yep.
Yep, he could be. So, way to go, Dion. You'll probably drop down after this, but good luck this week. But you do have an easier matchup against Sebastian, who had Mitch Trubinsky go for 8 points.
8.2.
Moving right along, these top 3, actually these next 2, number 2 and number 3, we already, Bezic will give you number 1, we agreed with.
Yep.
Your team looks pretty stacked. You took a risk on Zeke and you got him. And
Maybe not for this week, but in the long run.
right, he won't have that many carries this week, but still, having him is just awesome for you.
I think Struve overhypes him. That's why you're number 1. But I don't know. You're probably still number 1.
Yeah, I mean...
You're just not elitist number 1.
Elitist.
You're just so hyped up on
I do
Zeke.
like your name bees as
Yes.
well. Eggs and Cam over easy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Normally I don't like your names, but it was a good one.
I don't know
Those
why
names
you
are
couldn't
great.
do Cam and eggs over easy, though. That would make more sense.
Eggs and ham, ham and eggs.
Ham and
What do you
eggs.
order when you
Yeah, I'm more of an eggs and ham kind of guy.
eggs and ham?
Yeah.
I
What do
guess
you-
I do not eat them.
Okay,
So,
you have to order something. What do you tell the waitress or waiter?
I guess I usually have eggs over easy.
No, not eggs over easy. What would you say? Ham and eggs or eggs and ham?
Eggs and ham, I guess.
Eggs and ham?
I guess.
All right.
Sure, whatever, bees. I
Whatever.
just wanted the
you.
eggs to be closer to the over easy when I look at it. That's what my brain tells me. And then this was a debate between 2 and 3. I just want to make it clear now
Yes.
that we went Pappas number 2, Burb number 3. Derek and me went for Pappas.
I stuck my neck out for you, Burb.
He really did. He really did. He pushed that your team was better than Pappas's, but we overruled him.
Yep.
I mean, you have some depth, Burb. I mean, that's why you're up at number 3 anyway. I like a couple of your decisions this draft. Better than a lot of other people's decisions, I can tell you that much.
What are you doing?
Hey, man.
What? It was a sneeze.
I just think that Pappas has a little bit... I mean, you have 2 of the best wide receivers in the league, and you're going to just
Yeah.
hopefully
And the
win off
second
that.
Best tight end in the league, I would say.
And what's kind of cool is you're facing Pappas, so we kind of have this comparison of you two, easy to look at. But Pappas has McCaffrey and Fournette, and then has some pretty,
I feel
pretty
like
good wide receivers. You have elite wide receivers. He's got pretty good.
Hey, we can
And
talk
then-
about this in the
I was
match.
just gonna
Let's
say,
let's
yeah,
talk
I
about
feel like
this in the match.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
talking
my
about
bad.
ranks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Actually,
it's
we can
funny
just
how
move-
that
We
works
have
out,
a lot to talk about in
Yeah.
that one.
I like how that was going though.
All right.
So
fine.
maybe we should go into
the matchups. Week 1 matchups.
How big is your erection right now?
I am so excited.
Oh, man.
Can't wait to watch football all day tomorrow. Oh, man.
I'm a wreck too.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I'm at least half chub.
Yeah, you are. Half Nick Chubb.
All right. Well, everyone wants to know who we think is going to win, so we'll jump into Getty versus John Dolan.
Oh.
This is kind of, Getty's got a pretty good team.
That's pretty good.
John said that he's kind of almost got a. Last year we always said his core.
Yeah, core is a huge thing. And I still believe that. I think core is a massive part of this game.
He's got a core, but he's got 3 sets of no, not 3 sets. Hold on, I don't even have this pulled up, but I know he has 2 sets of 3 people that are on the same bye week.
Oh.
Unless he's changed it. I haven't seen.
Derek, we're going to talk about matchups here.
The matchups, yeah, right.
Matchups.
You're liking his core, and I'm liking. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
the
we're not
team.
talking about
the
both
team.
teams.
We're not talking about the teams.
We're
all right.
talking about the matchup.
The matchups.
Yes.
David Johnson, I think, will probably do better than Le'Veon Bell.
You think, but then I think too, yeah. It's just Kyler Murray and the whole offense. I'm still not sold on it yet.
You're right. But against Buffalo, who I think is going to have a pretty good defense this year, Le'Veon Bell's going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook is going to do better than James White. It's not.
Yeah.
He is going to do better.
I'd agree.
Skull.
Stephon
Diggs, if he plays.
See
that?
That'll
change
everything.
That's kind of huge in this matchup, I think.
It is, because I don't see a lot of good options for him.
He moves Sammy Watkins, and
it
then
moves him up. But then who do you?
You're
play?
right. You're right.
They don't mean. Why do you always have so many defensemen?
It's because he lets the auto draft.
Just go through the whole goddamn.
This is about the matchup. This is about the team.
But this includes the matchup. If he doesn't play, then he's got to pick somebody, and he doesn't.
He could
have
go
much.
Darrell Henderson, I guess. Royce Jones.
Who?
No, but he needs to get in there and drop some guys. And
he's got 3 quarterbacks and 3 D guys. Like
hot take right now.
Is it a hot take if he listens?
It's even hotter.
Well, yeah, it's a hot take if he listens. If he doesn't listen, is it really a hot take?
Not as much. Yeah.
The bear shits in the woods, kind of deal.
Yeah, right. Do you smell it or do you taste it? No.
That's not a saying.
Okay. John Dolan also has Miles Sanders and Pettis. He's got some good depth.
Yeah, I agree. The starting lineup's not great, but he's got depth for sure. And Duke Johnson's the starter now.
I could see John Dolan moving up the rankings because of his depth. If he can handle, if he can consistently get some points out of these guys, though.
Right.
Everything's kind of a risk for him, and that's why he's on the bottom right now.
I feel like his starting lineup doesn't scare me, but once bye weeks come and he can fill in people, and you can't, then it's one of those things where, okay, he's got good depth.
The depth is there,
but the starting lineup just doesn't wow me at all.
Doesn't wow me either.
There's just not a lot of they're good names. They're not sexy names like Amari Cooper, Alshon Jeffrey. They're not the sexiest names in the world. They could provide good quality production, but they're not elite players. And you got one elite player, maybe with Le'Veon Bell.
Yep.
That offensive line is not better than Pittsburgh, so it's going to be different.
So, are you leaning then?
If Diggs plays, I'm leaning with Getty on this one.
Just even with him having Dalvin Cook?
Yeah,
that's fine.
If Diggs isn't in, then Sammy Watkins becomes his number 2. Maybe number 1. I don't know. And then there's nothing else, really. So, and at least John Dolan can fit a whole lineup where it looks okay. So, if Diggs does play, I got Getty. If Diggs doesn't play, I got John Dolan. It's hard to, I guess I'll go Getty officially.
Okay. Derek?
I don't like the wide receiver running back thing, but it just looks like he has a better team than John Dolan. I'm going to go with Getty.
And I am actually going to go with John Dolan.
Oh, wow.
Even though he's the dirtiest, he's got no reliable. I actually worry about Sam Getty a little bit.
Me too.
So we'll see.
I think he's super high in ESPN's rankings, so
Way too high.
really high.
Way
Number 2.
too high.
I don't know.
All right. Let's move right along here. We got to get moving. We're probably way past time already.
You always worry about that shit.
40 minutes, man.
That's it. We're fine.
Everybody's enjoying this.
They
I
love
hope
it. It's
so.
a
All
journey.
of us, yeah.
Next is Dion versus Sebastian Mejia. Dion, of course, is one of those people that likes to mess with his lineup so then we can't
What is your
predict
problem?
things. It's a dick move.
A really dick move. You know we're doing this shit.
Come on.
I should kick your puppy.
He's got
nose.
a really cute puppy, though.
Well,
Yeah, I could never do that.
And I just don't think I can vote against Julio Jones against Xavier. I don't like that.
Tough matchup.
I don't like that New England might go up early against Pittsburgh and James Conner probably lose some carries there.
I'm not a huge fan of Derrick Henry
Me
either.
neither. Me neither. Especially against a hot flying Cleveland team that you may not be able to run the ball that much.
Right?
And that Cleveland defense is nothing to.
This could be a top 10, defensively. It's a good defense, and Kittle's really the only one that scares me in this lineup.
I really like Kittle.
I love Kittle.
Kittle's a beast.
He could be actually the second best tight end in this league. But
he is, in my opinion.
I
It's Kelsey
think-
and then Kittle, and then it's Ertz.
I'd agree too. Just Boston's team just doesn't scare me at all. And
No,
there are some
me
good
neither.
threats on Dion's team.
Even though he doesn't have one built, I'm still going to go with Dion on this one. Bailey, are you agreeing with me here?
I would have to agree with you on this one.
And
I
Derek
think
Wansmus?
you guys are kind of not seeing how good Derrick Henry can be. Like, you just totally just shit on him, and then we're just
He
like...
had one great game last year, and then after that,
One great game?
he was like a top. I don't know. He wasn't very good. Like his average yard per carry dropped significantly. I'm pretty sure after like that big 200-yard game or whatever.
I just didn't buy any stock into Derrick Henry, and so I'm not really...
It helps to have a really good quarterback when you're a running back. They
He
can
does not.
offset each other, and he has Mariota, which is not, I wouldn't say.
All right, I'll go with Dion.
Nice.
All right, we convinced you?
That is sweep.
That's a sweep.
Way to go, Dion. Sorry.
That was DeBasti. That was DeBasti again.
Oh. Kittle be
All
alright.
Kid'll be all right.
Kittle will be alright.
Move.
All right, the next matchup we're going to look at is John Pappas versus
Perfect.
Burb.
What we were talking about.
Yes. What we jumped the gun on.
I guess we did a little bit.
A little bit.
Because I think this is like matchup of the week.
Wow.
These teams look... It's the battle of running backs versus wide receivers, in a way I think of it as.
Yep.
I feel like they have average wide Paps has average wide receivers, and Burb has average running backs, and
Elite vice
then they have
versa.
elite vice versa. Exactly. But then I think
Then you get
Burb,
the tight ends.
Burb might have the... Yeah, Burb definitely has a better tight end.
Definitely. And
Doesn't
I think
he have another tight end? No.
he had Jordan
So
Reed.
then it come.
Jordan Reed. Yeah.
I mean, I think Emmanuel Sanders would be a good play against Oakland. He's healthy. He's back. It's quick recovery. It's incredible, actually. Tyler Lockett's the number one in Seattle now, but they run the ball a lot. It's going to be one of those like big kind of breakout plays where he goes 50 yards to even get high production. I don't know. I think Burb's running backs are a little bit better than average. Especially with Tevin Coleman not being there, I think Freeman does bump up. He could be what he was 2 years ago.
You could. I know John Dolan's all about him.
Yeah, always. Phil Lindsay, he's got the whole Royce Freeman share thing, so that is
And Denver, just who knows what's going to happen in Denver
Yeah.
too. It's kind of I don't know, Joe Flacco. Does everyone believe that he's the answer? I don't know. Not me. John Dolan, you live there. Let us know.
Yeah, you let us know.
Tweet us at the Shack Smack.
Or on Instagram.
At Shack Smack.
We won't see it
Sorry,
because we don't follow the shit you do. Instagram.
Gram that.
All right.
First ad.
There's a lot of tough decisions here. Derek, I want you to make the first
decision?
Yep.
It's not even close. I think it's Pappas by over 10.
Wow. I like it. I'm even going to put plus 10 next to your initials, just so.
Wow.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Due to me believing in a somewhat crappy Kansas City defense and a good Jacksonville defense, I'm going to have Pappas take it by an inch, not by 10. By an inch.
This is match of the
By
week,
an
Derek.
inch. All right.
When I look at this, I see Hill's got a tough matchup against Jalen Ramsey. But Hopkins, vice versa, I think has a good matchup against New Orleans. Lindsey, I mean, it's one of those things where I like Burb's line. I like his team, I really do. I wish I had his core, but I don't know if I like his matchups as much. But I've always been a big thing about I'd rather take elite, in PPR at least, I think I'd rather take elite wide receivers over elite running backs. I think it's one of those cases where I think I'm going to take Burb on this one.
Oh.
I love Hopkins, I love Hill. And yeah, I pushed for Burb to be at number 2.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
So yeah, I might as well continue on with it.
It makes sense.
Burb by 27.
Wow, I'm going to
Okay.
put it
No.
down.
Okay, why not?
We'll
I
see
don't
what
care.
happens there. Next time.
Shattering records.
Backbreaker!
All right, well, let's talk about the co-host matchup
Ooh, fun.
versus we think probably the best team in football in the league right now. I mean,
Yep.
Bees, your team looks good, but it's a good week to face Zeke, I think.
Yep, this is probably, other than the bye week, is the best week to play him. That's why I think I do have, even though Devontae Adams didn't do anything,
Do anything. That's
It's
just
Nothing.
I think I still have a chance at this.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got 5 out of them, but
Yeah.
I just
I'm not a huge Mike Williams guy. Everybody else is like Kerryon Johnson. I think the book's still out on him. We think that he's the number 1 guy.
I agree.
But is he like a 3-down back kind of guy? And I don't think he's that yet.
If he is,
He
he's
is-
gonna get hurt. I bet. You know,
That'd be
if
okay.
they really. Excuse me. I really think Baltimore's gonna run the ball a lot, so I think Mark Ingram's gonna be a nice play. I don't know if he's number 2. I think he's a flex.
Yeah.
But you have Zeke, so he is technically your flex.
Yeah,
Essentially.
pretty much.
And so I just really can't vote against Bezic on this one. I'm sorry. God, freaking Zeke. If he would have just signed the contract earlier, could be my player. Whatever. I'm gonna go with
talking about here?
Bees. I'm sorry.
Overhyped.
Bailey. I like Ezekiel Elliott, even though he'll probably be limited snap count. I also like Mark Ingram. I also like Mike Evans. Even think Jared Cook is gonna have a good week. And unfortunately, even though I think Williams and Kelsey are good, Woods is vying for time. Even though I think Woods is the best out of the 3, he's still vying for targets. And it really just comes down to your rookie running backs. Can it be enough?
Proven ones. Can they
Yep.
do it?
Can
Passion
they
of
do
the
it?
guys.
Derek, what do you want to say?
Who'd you
We'll let him
take?
go. What? Oh, I went with Bezic.
Bezic? Yeah, I mean, we can see Devontae Adams score right now.
It sucks.
It sucks.
But I had
Definitely
to
not
play
ideal. I mean, you at least want to get like 10 out of them or
Yeah.
something respectable.
Right.
But I mean, just Zeke and carry on.
And Mark Ingram even
And
this
Mark
week against
Ingram.
Miami. I think they're gonna just run the train.
They're gonna run the train, and I've never seen the Rooks play. So
Yeah.
if I had to place money, I'd do it on Bezic.
Bailey.
Well, you know I'm gonna go with me.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna go
yeah.
with yourself. All right. I appreciate
And
that.
I'll explain why.
All right.
I think Carson Wentz might have the best quarterback
He'll be top
scoring
this
of the
year.
week.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, he could.
Wentz is
I
gonna
think there's
be
a
great
pop.
this year. I think he's got a lot of weapons. I think it could be one of those things where Geis does get the lead back role. I think if AP gets inactive, then it's going to be all Geis and all Thompson. But I think it's going to be more so Geis. He's proven in the preseason that he's healthy enough, so he'll be good to go. Jacobs, of course, See, here's the thing with that about Antonio Brown is Burb said something earlier about suddenly he doesn't like Josh Jacobs anymore, and I agree with that for a second. Like, all of a sudden it becomes, not as dangerous offense, so maybe Josh Jacobs gets bottled up a little bit. Maybe they use Josh Jacobs more, and maybe he is as good as people say he is.
I wish we would have been able to see him on Hard Knocks a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't show
Fucking
any of it.
bitch.
Robert Woods is fantastic. Kelsey is mucho fantastic.
Yes,
Tyrell
we know.
Williams gets a chance to be a number one guy. I think my lineup can compete with his. I'm not a big believer in Jared Cook. Like, he had a great year last year, but that's because Oakland didn't have that many options around him.
He's just
So
another
it's just him.
option.
Yeah, Cook's just another option. Like,
He's
Kelsey
gonna have
is-
his games where he does good, but he's gonna have his games where he does bad. He's not gonna be that consistent player.
He's already proven, like, you can give me the debate about, he's got Drew Brees. But, yeah, you had Aaron Rodgers, 2 years ago, and Cook wasn't that great during that run. So, you can't really convince me on that.
Some people on this floor would argue that Aaron Rodgers is washed up.
I don't agree with that.
No,
Aaron Rodgers is a
I
top
don't agree
three
with that at
quarterback.
all. That's he's.
And I don't even
He's
know
a
if
scare,
Cam Newton
too.
has that good of a game. He's
I
hurt.
agree. He's kind
Yeah.
of nursing something a little bit.
Maybe he only gets 14 points, and Wentz goes off for 25, 20. I'm gonna take me. I think I'm gonna pull the
I already
upset.
put your.
Alright.
Let's go.
Good luck there.
Yep.
We'll be watching those rookie running
Well, all the
backs.
games.
Oh,
all the hard-ons.
God, I wish we had red zone.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Um.
One year.
All right, the match I'm excited to talk about. Not really, actually, but it's my matchup against Paul.
Paul. I want to hold up on that. Maybe we should, have a percentage of the funds of a league go to Red Zone for all of us. Is that possible to do?
Could we all log into the same red zone?
I don't know.
If that's possible, maybe we should do that. Idea.
Think it's like Netflix where you can
Okay.
just throw on your password?
Next year, yeah, and you have
I bet you it is.
you have
Maybe.
11 different accounts, and you can all log into Red Zone and watch it.
That'd be sick.
Just something
I
to
would
only
say.
cost
Just
us, like,
something
it
to
would cost
think
us, no
about,
money.
next year maybe.
You could even probably have it on your phone, so you could be sitting there at work if you were at work.
Me.
Yep.
You could watch it still.
I like the idea.
All right.
I don't
Enough
know
of
if
that
that's a
side
thing.
note.
All right.
We're gonna go back to mine
I
and
just didn't
Paul's
wanna really-
matchup here.
I just didn't want to talk about you.
Okay. We are recording this after Thursday, so we see that
Yes.
Montgomery had a rough day against the Green Bay Packers. Allen Robinson actually didn't have
The
that bad
only
of a day.
good player in the entire game, pretty much.
Seriously,
Other than,
he looked good.
Other than Jimmy Graham, who caught a touchdown, and that's why. It's weird game.
Paul's name, Dude, Where's My Helmet? I mean,
I liked it.
It was good.
I
I mean,
laughed
the
at it.
Antonio
Yeah.
Brown drama now is just like, and I think that's kind of a big part of the reason why I think I can still win this game, even though Montgomery had a rough game. Because I don't think I have to worry too much about Mr. Antonio Brown. I don't think he's gonna have to play
No,
him.
he can't even play this week.
nope.
Ty is missing Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
I've told you many times, I think Derek and maybe you a few times, but it's Miles Sanders' show in Philadelphia. Jordan Howard is I used to be a Jordan Howard fan.
Yeah, I did too. Like 3 years ago, I remember his rookie year, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool."
But you'll see like a running back by committee with Darren Sproles still there as well.
Yeah.
But I still think it's Miles Sanders. But I don't think it's Howard. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see Howard get about 5 points equal to Montgomery there.
Yeah.
And I think Alvin Kamara will get more points than Todd Gurley. It's knock on wood if you're with me there. Nick Chubb will get more than Chris Carson. But I do think that's a good matchup between our running backs. We probably have... I still think mine are better. I'm sorry. And then...
a little bit better. I would agree.
Keenan Allen, T.Y. Hilton. I think I get a slight edge with Keenan Allen, especially with Melvin Gordon not being there. He'll probably get thrown to more.
Yeah, probably.
I
think Godwin and McDonald are your only question marks still.
Yep, they are. They're both question marks. I think that Godwin's more of like a question mark and then exclamation point because I expect big things out of him. But the hype train's there.
Yeah, it's like Josh Jacobs. Like
you're right.
He should be good.
We've been talking about that. He should be good.
He's got the fit to be good in whatever offense that they're in. But now, can they go out there and produce? And it really depends on Jameis Winston and that offense. I mean, Bruce Arians is there now, so it's already become a better offense. It's possible. That's why I got Jameis Winston as my backup. It's a good offense to be in. Really good for receivers to be in.
I agree.
And so, yes, Godwin should be good. We just got to see it.
Right. Bruce Arians likes to air the ball out.
Does.
That's why I think Mike Evans will be good this year, Godwin will be good this year, and O.J. Howard.
Yeah. Not a big fan of the running backs, though.
I do have Peyton Barber. We'll see. I just have him on my bench. I have probably one of the best depths, by the way, boys and girls. So just want everyone to be aware.
Ebron, meh.
Ebron. Cootie's good. He just is always injured.
There's Fuller and there's Hopkins over there. There's DJJ. There's a lot of options over there for passing. Like I don't know.
Cootie, when he's in, is good.
He's gonna be like a Dachshund for our team, for your team. Like he's just like the fourth.
I probably won't ever play him. You're right. I understand.
Got it.
I mean, I have like two other guys.
Coleman and Westbrook.
Yeah.
Good depth.
All right, so what do we think?
And Jackson, I still think that he's got a shot at taking it away from Eckler.
And especially if Eckler gets dicked up a little bit.
Right, yeah. I just think that that's a good cushion right now for...
Yeah.
He could be good.
Yeah, I think I'll go for... I haven't gone first in a while. I will take Matthew Struve's team this week. I like his running backs. I love Nick Chubb. He's one of my favorites.
And then you can't not love Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara's fantastic. He's especially he doesn't have Ingram over there anymore. It's Latavius, and I'm sure it's more. It's not going to be like what they were a year ago with that. So it's going to be Kamara's show. And Godwin has a good matchup this week. Even Allen has a good matchup this week. David Montgomery, it's a tough call to make, and it's a tough call they just didn't produce, but I think they'll recover. And I think, really, Allen Robinson's probably going to be, receiver-wise, is the best scoring that he has this week out of your receivers. I don't think T.Y. has a very good week. Yeah, that's true.
Derek?
Yep. I look across the board on this box here, this matchup, and I just see each and every one of your players just a little bit better than what's across from it. I'm going to go with you.
That's a sweep for Matt Struve. Thank you, Derek.
Sweet.
And it helps probably a little bit that I'm facing one of the dirtier.
Yeah. Especially one that doesn't have an elite player.
Right. I mean, you could debate Todd Gurley, but it's such a risk. Paul, I don't know why you draft him so early.
It's whatever. Don't worry about it.
All right. Last matchup. The guy doing the sounds. The guy that's sitting next to me. What's your name again?
Spuds?
The best name?
The best name.
Barkley.
Thank you.
Spuds McBarkley.
Against probably the most lame name so far. Insider
Super lame.
information. Come on, Dylan.
So, what are you, Adam Schefter?
I mean, John Dolan didn't
champion.
change his name from
you're
Screw
right.
Beats Man, but it's still more.
John Dolan's is the worst.
No,
Dylan's the second worst.
I like it. I agree.
We can all agree to disagree.
Dylan did one of these fun things where he put all of his players on his bench, so we have literally no idea what he's projected right now.
It makes me basically want to go in. No one has ever done that except for Dylan.
It's annoying. But there's a reason why Dylan is kind of
I totally did it.
You totally
Yeah.
did. I think it was against me.
dirtier side of things is because I just don't really have a lot of faith in his team. I mean, he's got Michael Thomas. He's got Juju.
See, with LaShawn McCoy being KC, that hurts Damian Williams.
Right.
With Josh Gordon, all of a sudden Antonio Brown. This week would be the week to do it. Later on in the year, I guess. So I guess I won't think about that. Josh Gordon would probably be an okay play. But his quarterbacks are great, but you only play one. His wide receivers are fantastic. But his running backs just super questionable to me.
And if he doesn't trade anyone, then he'll probably stay kind of in that realm of...
Gotta box him out.
Box him
Keep
out,
him in a
guys.
box.
Keep him in a box. Derek, on the other hand, he's got debatably, he went number one overall. Saquon Barkley, who is just a beast every week, I think.
Yep.
I was making an argument that because of Andrew Luck not being there, the offense won't produce as much, which will make Marlon Mack not as productive. But these two are arguing against that aspect.
I think he gets
more productive.
More production, yeah. I think he gets more of a carries.
He's getting more carries. He's going to get those check downs, They're not going to get the ball out to their wide receivers as well.
Yeah, T.Y. I can see, but everybody else definitely drops from
right.
the Colts receiving crew. And, if the offensive line is, moving, then if Mac can go for 5 yards a carry some, it's looking really good for Mac. I don't know the offensive line for the Colts, but, I like Mac. I still like Mac, and I like him more so than pretty much every other receiving positional player on the Colts team.
All right. And then Adam Thielen, who,
just the best.
Number one, second best wide receiver on the Vikings.
If I got a hard on, it's right there.
If Diggs does not play though, Adam Thielen could have a crazy game, like one of those 12 catch, 160 yard type of days.
It'd be a big day. Really, really good.
But I really think that Diggs is going to play.
I think he'll play too. How can you miss week 1?
Right. And then Cooper Kupp, he's part of that three-headed beast in LA right now.
He was on Adam Thielen pace last year before he got that
Kupp had a really
concussion.
good year going.
He did.
And then ACL. And he came back from that ACL super fast.
Yeah.
So maybe he might be one of those either boom Adam Thielen tier or just garbage.
Could be I think he's I think he's better than a boomer bust player. I think he has a floor that's going to be higher.
Boom and
Brandon
boom.
Cooks could have a floor of 4 or 5, where I think Kupp could have 9 or 10 or something like that.
Like a boom and a pow each week.
Yeah, but his ceiling could be at 25, 30. It could have a crazy game. Just depends on who's the guy is getting the targets.
Who are they playing?
I like Kupp actually over Brandon Cooks.
Wow.
I do.
Hot take.
I do.
Hot take.
I do. I like Robert Woods the most.
I like Robert Woods the most as well, but I think it's Cooks next. But
I think just Cooks with speed and just big playability's got him.
All right, moving on.
You put your third. All right.
Moving on to
put next
pants on one.
The
one
flex play right now, I think looks really good. Sony Michel has the job as of this moment. He's the guy. I know that they're gonna do a little bit of committee. It's the fucking Patriots. We all know what they're gonna do, but Sony Michel, when he is healthy and plays, is pretty damn good running back. I had him last year, and
agreed.
I liked him.
Just sucks that he doesn't get the pass catching.
Yep, I know. James White just steals it from him.
That's fine.
Yeah, if you can get good amount of yards on his carries. He'll be fine.
And then Lamar Jackson, most consistent quarterback at the end of the year last year because of all the running he does. So
Yeah,
I think that's kind of like a solid.
Plus that that touchdown. Well, it got called back in that Packer game, but that
was sweet.
That was
what
sweet.
a jump.
That was cool.
God, that was awesome.
So
That made me actually believe in him a little bit more than what I originally thought. Because I was like,
he's athletic enough. If he gets out in open space, he can make a sweet play, and he can do some damage.
So, do you want me to go first?
Sure.
I could go first.
All right.
You know who I'm gonna pick?
Yes.
Me,
You're
baby.
going with yourself.
Me, baby.
I mean, right now it's on this thing it says 75% chance, even though he has nobody playing. Like, does it think he's projected 14 and I'm 116 and
They're still giving
they're still giving him a 25% chance?
Oh, man.
All your guys are going to get injured or something?
Right. Like a comet's gonna hit and like the games won't start.
Everybody on
and
your
he wins with
players'
Tariq
teams.
Cohen and Roquan Smith. That would just
At least you got Buda Baker.
Buda Baker.
Buda Baker.
I just don't really have a lot of faith. Damian Williams has faced Jacksonville.
Tough.
Patty Mahomes also does. I don't know if he might play Deshaun anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like that just takes away points from each other. I don't know. Damian Williams and Patrick Mahomes?
No, I agree. He'll probably play Deshaun. That's what I was saying. I am also going to go with Derek Wansmith. Sorry, Dylan. That's the reason why you're kind of toward the bottom there. But you and Derek are kind of close, so it'll be a close one, I think.
Sounded like
Between
shade.
you two. Michael Bailey?
I feel like I think I'm gonna go with Dylan.
What? Oh my God! Go with the champ.
I think if he plays Watson, which I'm sure he will, I think if Juju and Mike Thomas are gonna have good days.
Yeah, probably some
The running backs aren't going to be great, but I think if he does play someone like Josh Gordon, at least this week, because Antonio Brown's not playing this week, that could be a good benefit, at least just this week. I'm just going to go with Dylan on this one.
Even though he doesn't have the best team in the world.
No, exactly. But I think this week, somehow, some way, he's going to...
It's because I voted.
He'll raise the banner, and then he'll defend the crown on his first week.
That's all fantasy talking, not logic. You're just mad because I voted for Bisick.
A little bit,
All
but
right.
I get it.
That's fine.
I would too if I wasn't me. But I am me, so I'm going for me.
That's the end of the matchups, guys. I know we're probably going way past time here. You guys probably have already turned it off and no one's really listening anymore.
Like a half hour ago.
Yeah, probably they turned it off a while ago.
It's unbelievable.
But I appreciate anyone that's actually listening right now. I appreciate you tuning in to the first episode of season 3
Oh, man.
of the Shaq
We
Smack.
did
We
it.
did it, baby.
We're back, baby.
I'm really hoping that we do more of these. We'll see, though.
it's a
We'll try
week-to-week
our
basis.
best.
I'll have a better soundboard, too. We kind of rushed this.
We rushed it a little bit. I mean, we had some preparation, but not a whole lot. But you know us.
We just put it
Skull
on the-
Vikings tomorrow. Fuck
Skull.
the pack always.
Hell yeah.
And don't trade it, Dylan.
Oh.
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 Fantasy.
Oh.